All right, let's do some factoring. The first one I'll take some time with, and then the rest I'll zip through for you. Okay, so this first one, what you always want to do in factoring, anybody can do it, parenthesis, parenthesis, no matter what. Then you're looking at this right here, this x squared. I love it when it's just x squared because it's always going to be x and x. And then as far as I'm concerned, the key to factoring is this right there, that sign. Just ask yourself, what sign times what sign is a positive? Plus plus or minus minus? Since you have a clear choice, I want you to take a cursory look at that sign. It's the only time I want you to look at that sign is if this is plus plus or minus minus. So since minus, that's a minus, guess what? We're going to go with minus minus. And then now you got to look for factors of 12. 1 and 12, 2 and 6. Until you get good, I would list all the factors. Now, you're going to hear me say down the road, statistically, the factors closest together, 9 times out of 10 are going to be your factors. But if I put in 3 here and 4 there, and then I call it the double happy face, I can check it. See that happy face? And the other happy face? Well, negative 3x minus 4x is minus 7x, but I need negative 8x. So that's not going to do it. So let's get rid of that. I'm going to leave those happy faces because we're going to need them anyways. So let's try 2 and 6. Negative 2x minus 6x is negative 8x. We hit a home run. We're done. Let's take a look at the next one. What do we got here? Parenthesis, parenthesis, 3x and x. See, it's not just x, but 3 only has 2 factors, 3 and 1. So always, by the way, put the bigger number on the left. Take my word for it. Now, again, we're looking at that sign. What times what is a minus? Plus minus. Okay, so I always put plus minus. Now, I know I might need to erase that and go with minus plus, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Factors of 8. 1 and 8, 2 and 4. See, I could see it a mile away. We got to get to 10. So if I put a 2 there and a 4 there, happy face. 2x minus 12x is minus 10x, but we need a positive 10x. You don't need a down 911. All you got to do is change the sign. So I'm going to change that negative to a plus, and then I'm going to erase that and change that plus to a minus, and let's just make sure, negative 2x plus 12x, sure enough, we hit the home run. Let's take a look at the next one. Let me just slide over here, I guess. All right, again, we're going to go parenthesis, parenthesis, x and x. I'm looking at that sign, plus and a minus. Again, I don't care. I don't mind erasing down the road. So factors of 36. Well, 6 and 6 are the closest, but that's not going to get the job done. But how about 4 and 9? 4 times 9 is 36. Now think, so we don't have to do any erasing. Where do I want to put this 9 if I need to get to negative 5x? That's right, put it there and put the 4 there, but let's just double check. Happy face, 4x minus 9x, bingo, we knocked it out of the park. Let's just keep it rolling. How about this one? Parenthesis, parenthesis, okay, it's 5x, so it's 5x and x. Ooh, what are my signs? Plus, plus, or minus, minus. So I'm going to look here. So I'm using minus, minus. Now, factors of 10. Oh, I can see this one a mile away. They're going to trap you here. 1 and 10. So let's try 2 and 5. Now, some of you might be saying that's going to do it. But negative 2x minus 25 is negative 27, not negative 23. Well, what if I got rid of these and I put a 5 there and a 2 there? Well, first of all, that doesn't make sense because that would be able to be factored. Second of all, negative 5, take away 10. That's not going to do it. So we can maybe get rid of those and try 1 and 10 just for kicks, but you could see you're never going to get to there. So what does this mean? Can't be factored, CBF. That's not a math term, but that just stands for can't be factored. Let's move right over here on this one. Okay. What do you notice about this one? 2, 10, 12. Doesn't 2 go to each of those? So I'm going to, look at me, I'll use a different color. I'm going to pull the 2 out, and I'm left with x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay, now a lot of kids forget that this 2 is part of the answer. So you got to bring that down, and then we're going to factor this right here. This one's easy. X and x, what are the signs? Plus, plus, minus, minus. Ooh, since that's a plus, I'm going with plus, plus. Factors of 6, 1 and 6, 2 and 3. I can see a mile away. I'm just going to double check. Happy face. 2x plus 3x. We knocked it out. Okay, now there's a couple more down here. And I don't know about you, but I kind of get excited on this problem. Why? Because that's a perfect square and that's a perfect square. Okay, now it doesn't always mean something, but when you get enough experience under your belt, you'll see what happens. So I'm going to go parenthesis, parenthesis, x and x. What are the signs? Plus, plus, or minus, minus. Since that's a minus, I'm going with minus, minus. And then factors of 16, 1 and 16, 2 and 8, 4 and 4. Let's go with 4 and 4. Negative 4x minus 4x. We got to negative 8x. So x minus 4 times x minus 4, the professionals write it like this. X minus 4 squared. And then we'll do one more right over here. Oh, we forgot about this guy up here. That's okay. Let me get rid of some of this stray marks. Let's take care of this one. Parenthesis, parenthesis, 2x and x. Do you all see it? 2 only has 2 factors. Plus, plus, or minus, minus, since that's a... All right, we're going with plus, plus. Now, use your brain. Factors of 7. It's only got 2 factors. If I put the 7 there, I'm going to wind up with 14, so that's not going to do it. So let's put the 7 there, and then let's see. 7x plus 2x is 9x. Done. Down here, this is my favorite kind. Perfect square, separated by a minus sign. This thing is called a difference. I'll write it for you. Difference of squares. This one is as fast as you could possibly write. So I'll do it fast. I know it's 3x plus 7 times 3x minus 7, and that's the answer. But let me slow it down for you. Okay, you can go parenthesis, parenthesis. Factors of 9 are 1 and 9, 3 and 3, right? 1 and 9, 3 and 3. I said try the closest factors. What times what is a minus? A plus and a minus. Factors of 49, 1 and 49, 7 and 7. Can't get any closer than 7 and 7. Let's see what happens. 21x minus 21x is nothing, and that's why there's no middle term right in here. So we are done. Until next time, take a break.